Hey guys, Bryce Bricks here. This is my LEGO Star Wars TIE Fighter MOC and my first video, so we're gonna just check it out and take a look at all the features. So first thing, we're gonna take a look at the cockpit. You can see this, this is the glass windshield for the TIE Fighter. I use these clear, dark glass cheese slopes to make it look bigger. And I'll tilt it into the light so you can see these nice green, one of my favorite colors. I really like this translucent green that I use to make it pops, it makes the cockpit pop, and it's the blasters for the TIE Fighter. So we'll keep going around. Here's the hatch that opens up with a pretty regular hinge right there. You can see there's this guy in here. You can just kind of jiggle him out. He's in there pretty deep. You can see the studs where he's supposed to sit. I usually just put him in and don't really put him into the studs. I kind of just rest in there because it's a tight space. Makes him easier to get out. So that's probably something I could do in the future. Whoops, I took his helmet off. We'll take a look at him real quick. He's got that helmet, nice printing. I did not make this figure or anything like that. Angry clone face. It's just got him in an advent calendar, and I just wanted to show y'all the figure that I had put in. This is how close to me putting on the helmet. So I'm gonna put him in again real quick. You can kind of see how I do that. It's not very hard. If you have big fingers, it might be a challenge, but I have small hands, so it's easy enough. We're gonna come around back. You'll see here the kind of engine, I guess. It's where thrust comes out of, I'm pretty sure. So I know it's the twin ion engine, so I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the wings having engines. But I mean, that's kind of what I thought was the engine, was that black thing. Here, let me show you all the tiny detail in there. Just that, a joystick piece that's without the handle. There it is. So yeah, that's that. You can kind of see bridges. There's these slope pieces to kind of show the roundness, I guess. It connects here with these inverted, easy stuff, right? There's actually, we'll get more into the connection between the cockpit and the wings in a second, but yeah, that's that. Here's the bottom. It's got some inverted circle plates there, some studs, not much going on there. Just kind of hold it all together. So now we take a look at the wings. Pretty straightforward. You just got these 1x is attached to a jumper plate, 1x10s, and to create these angles and the panels. You just got some greebling with a special molded piece here from some old sets, grills, gear piece, clips, pretty basic. Same thing on the other side, symmetrical. So, whoops, looks like this one fell down a little. Pretty easy to stick in there. They kind of perfect size, so they kind of just wedge right there. So that's nice. You can look at the inside, same type of thing, except 1x create this angle. This looks a little off because connecting these two, you can't use a 1x, so that's just why that's a little weird. This makes the connection between the bridge here. I don't know why I call it the bridge. It's just the kind of the arm that connects to the wing. You got these inverted slopes. This shape, the kind of circle, I imagine, kind of polygon circle, I don't know. It just used 4 of those basic angled pieces. Yeah, I mean, the black pieces themselves, you can look, not symmetrical at all. I just used what I had. I'll explain that at the end, but that's how so symmetrical in concept, but not technically perfectly symmetrical. You can see here, this is the kind of mechanism, not mechanism, just studs on the side that connects this, held together by some clips and some of those notched clips, I guess, the technical ones. And that runs around the whole thing. It's also connected on the bottom, studs on the side to keep it in place. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty firm. It doesn't come off very often. So now we're kind of wrapping up. You can just kind of look at the whole shaping of the whole thing. Up top, there's a nice view. It's pretty round. Not perfect, but I think it's pretty decent. Forgot to mention this stuff. It's just studs on the side, basic. Well, I guess, isn't it actually called snot? Snot's not on top. I don't know. I always say studs on the side, so I'm not sure about that. But yeah, it flies really well. You just grab the cockpit, moves around nice and easily, you know, flips and turns, all that. So it's really playable. I can show you another, I guess, feature. So it does not really a great feature because not healthy for the build, I guess. But you can see this is by those inverted kind of like pieces. Pretty common. They just go up like that, you know, the piece thin. So you'll see you can move it, and if it gets shut down by an X-wing, shake it a little. Yeah, the wings kind of plop off. So this is what I was talking about. This piece here, they're just next to each other like that. That creates a really strong connection, unless you should really vigorously shake it like I just did. It comes off like this. Not really sure why this tiny piece of construction stays on the left wing every time when I do this. So I can just stick that back on with ease. Yeah, so that clips on. Pretty satisfying click there. But yeah, it kind of broke the wing a little. So it's not the best feature. Definitely something you wouldn't see in a Lego set. But I think it's kind of fun that the wings can come off like that so easily. But yeah, they really do hold on strong. You can just kind of watch me here. It won't be hard for me to rebuild the wings. So yeah, you just push them in. Oops, broke that off too. So get that. So a few pieces did actually come off as well. So I'll fix that. But yeah, I just push in those inverted plates. Stick any other meanders. Right. But yeah, that's not the best feature. But I just thought I'd show you all that. So there's that. Okay, so final thoughts and bits here. It's just I think it's a really good build. I mean, it's pretty darn sturdy unless I do the really vigorous shaking thing. You know, you can hold it upside down, obviously. It's just, the TIE Fighter is so iconic, and it's a really symmetrical build. It's plain, but I think that really adds to it. I mean, it's striking, right? It's the TIE Fighter. I mean, that's all you gotta say about it. It's iconic. So, yeah, I really like this. It's actually my first, like, big MOC project. I really got held up because the cockpit was really big compared to the pieces I had for wings, and so I was concerned about that, but I mean, you can see it turned out fine. I think the cockpit's maybe a slight tad too big for this scale, but it works out just fine, I think. So yeah, it's kind of my first crack at a actual Lego Star Wars MOC. I think it turned out pretty well. I've only made a few adjustments around the back and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will okay, so I said that was pretty much it, but there is well, that's it with the TIE Fighter. But I do want to talk about kind of how I as a builder work, because this is my first video on the channel. So, you know, if this goes big or something like that, not going to happen, but it would be cool. Here is kind of how I do my builds. So we have a ton of, my family over the years collected tons of sets, not just Star Wars City and all that kind of stuff. And they're really old, and over the years, you know, when me and my brothers were young, we just kind of destroyed everything, and we had this giant pile of Legos. I took it upon myself to sort them, though, as I became really interested in Lego, and I wanted to build my own stuff. I sorted the entire pile by color, so still not even sorted that well, because we had tons of pieces, and that's what I used to build my MOC. So you might notice like some dumb parts uses and stuff, and I'm sorry about that, but I do the best I can with what I have. That's why, you know, you'll see this stuff. I would just rather use 10x1s, but that's what I have. And yeah, that's why the wings aren't perfectly symmetrical with the black pieces, but I do the best with what I can, and so that's how I do stuff. I spend my money on the real Lego sets. I'm not at the point where I can spend money on parts yet, although that is a dream of mine. You know, that would be great, building whatever I want, because I have like infinite selection of parts, and that's not real, but that would, a lot of parts would definitely help me, more colors, right? But yeah, so that's that. My first one here, the TIE Fighter. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Yeah, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want. I don't care. Actually, it would be nice, but yeah. I don't know, it sounds really stupid, but yeah, so here's my TIE Fighter, first one. I'll have more stuff coming, but yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Bye.